How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for Triple Frontier. But first, remember, if you guys are new, make sure to check out my social media and vlogging channel down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this. Overall, I thought this film was pretty solid. This is a Netflix original film, so obviously I did have a bit of skeptic thoughts, but yeah, it was still pretty solid. It stars Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam, Oscar Isaac. Those are the main people I know. There's other people, obviously, but yeah, so it was pretty solid. Obviously, I wanted to watch it because Ben Affleck, even though I don't really like him as an actor. I mean, he's not my favorite or anything, but I still wanted to check it out because I was like, oh, Triple Frontier. I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, okay, sounds kind of interesting. I guess I'll give it a shot because I do like to try and watch a bit more movies than I normally do during the year because, as you guys know, I like to rank all of the films I've seen from worst to best. And this movie wasn't that bad at all. It ranks right now, I think I've seen about 8 or 7 movies this year. I think it ranks around the middle, like at number 4, so it's still pretty solid. So basically, my main negative, though, that I do have with this film is that it does start off kind of slow. The first 25 minutes, well, actually, I shouldn't say the first, because the beginning does start kind of suspenseful, and there is an action sequence, so I shouldn't say that. But I'll say after that, there's like a good 25 minutes that are just like, like I don't really care for. And I know 25 minutes doesn't sound like much, but for me, I was just like, I don't know. And I took multiple breaks while watching this film, so I was kind of done with it. But then after that first like 25-minute awkward stage, because Oscar Isaac's character, Santiago, I think his name is, he is trying to rally everyone because basically they're former well, I don't know if they're in the army, but they're former people that were in the military, and they're trying to steal this money from this like drug lord basically, and he's trying to rally all of them. And yeah, so that part was a bit in my opinion, that beginning, but it was needed. And especially when what happens, and I'm going to get in some spoilers here now, Ben Affleck's character Tom, when he dies, like, yeah, I was not expecting that. So I feel like all the exposition with him towards the beginning of this film, it really paid off towards the end. So for that regard, it's actually not that bad. But there's just some other things, like at the beginning, I just didn't really like. But after that, this movie's really action-packed, really suspenseful. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I think the cast is great as well. They all have pretty decent chemistry with one another. And I don't really have too many other negatives. That it did start off a bit slow, in my opinion. And also the soundtrack is pretty good as well. I thought the soundtrack was pretty strong. They do have a few songs in there that I did enjoy, and, you know, they're pretty good songs, in my opinion. So, yeah, it was a pretty exciting movie. I recommend if you like action and drama. It does get a little sad towards the end, obviously, with Tom's death, and that was pretty emotional. And it was unexpected, to be honest. Like, I was not expecting Tom to die, and I was like, okay. But other than that, there's some really good moments, really good action sequences that's pretty suspenseful. And yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, I recommend. But I guess let me hear your thoughts on this movie if you've seen it. I'm assuming you have, because I just spoiled the shit out of it. Well, I didn't really spoil the shit out of it, but I spoiled the major thing that happens, Tom's death. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts on this film down in the comments below. And let me know if you liked it. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Boop.